Hi, I'm Tanner with Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. Today we're going to go over one of our sold units. So what this was a customer order. So we'll talk a little bit about how that process goes and kind of go over the end product that we come out with. So what happened is a customer came in one day, went over this trailer, kind of told us their wants and needs. Typically what we do is we'll walk them around the lot. They give us a couple ideas of what they like. We give them a couple ideas. That way we kind of get on the same page. We sit down and draw something out. And then about 10, 12 weeks later, we end up with something like this. It gets here, we run it through our shop, make sure everything's okay, and then the customer's gonna come pick it up this week. So it's super simple on you guys, and this is the finished product you guys end up with. We'll start up under here under the nose. It's a pretty standard Bullseye model trailer. We kind of tweaked a couple things that we'll talk about here in a little bit. But up front, it's pretty standard. We do just have your manual jack. It can be upgraded to a hydraulic electric jack if you guys want. Or if you guys have a trailer maybe at home you need that done on, we can do that for you guys as well. One thing I want to point out is if you look under the nose, this drop wall and the up top is all covered with Vortex lining. What the Vortex lining is, it's like a really hard rhino lining. It's going to protect that galvanized steel even more than the galvanization does. So if it chips, breaks, anything like that, it's super easy to repair and it keeps your steel looking really good. Your spare tire is also underneath in the front. It is a matching tire to the rest of the tires on this trailer. That way you're not just riding on a donut or an older tire. They're all going to be date code matching. It is going to be a steel wheel just like the rest of the wheels around this trailer. Right here is your breakaway switch. So what this is a little battery inside here that powers this breakaway switch. If you're ever going down the road and your trailer comes unhooked and it's hooked up, this pin right here pulls out. This battery activates the brake on this trailer. That way your trailer's not passing you. It's not coming unhooked and running through traffic and stuff like that. It's going to gradually stop on the side of the road. Coming around the head side of this trailer, or the tail side of this trailer, we do have a pretty cool setup here in the tack room. It's pretty standard. We do have some swing out blanket bars here on the door. They swing out and latch. The thing I like about them is you can slide your blankets on super easy. A lot of the times if you get a stationary blanket bar that just sits kind of somewhere like that, it's really hard to get your blankets to slide in on there over the top of each other. But when we give you the option to pull it out, it's so much easier to get your blankets on here. And then once you pin it against the door, those blankets are going to be stuck there. They're not moving around. They're not falling off and stuff like that. Same thing with your saddle tree. This is a 3-tier saddle tree. The setup is for 4 of them. You can move them however you want, or if you did end up wanting a 4th, you can slide a 4th into here. Cool thing about it is it works on a gas piston, so it kind of carries itself. It takes minimal effort to get it in and out. That piston just kind of pushes it and pulls it for you. So it's super easy to be able to pull both these out, pull your blankets off, saddle your horse, pull your saddles off, saddle your horse, and then just push them both in and keep them out of the way. Inside this trailer, we do have a whole row of bridle hooks up here up top. Cool thing about it is it is fully carpeted about halfway down this partition wall. That way all your conchos and stuff on your bridles and your bits aren't rubbing on again this partition wall right here. And even where there's not the carpet, it is Vortex lined. You'll notice pretty much anywhere in this trailer is going to have this Vortex lining. If there's anywhere it can rub, this Vortex lining is going to be there to again protect that metal and keep this trailer looking nice and clean for you guys for a long time. The floor of this trailer and the drop deck is all marine grade carpet. Cool thing about it is you pour water on this trailer, it's not really going to soak into the carpet. It's more likely going to sit on top. You can wipe it real easy and the carpet's not going to mildew, mold, stuff like that. Up here in the nose, we do have a little kick step. If you did for some reason want to throw a mattress up here, maybe install an AC at some point, it's going to give you a little bit easier access up in here to your nose if you're going to sleep up here, or if you're storing totes and grain and stuff like that up here. You notice all the way up there in the nose on the top corner right there, there is an LED light. So again, if you're staying in here and maybe need some light to get some tack and stuff out of this trailer, you do have the option to flick a light on and have enough light in here. Come on out and we'll go down. Again, down the tail side, you'll notice this is a stock trailer setup. So you don't have bus windows on this side. You're not going to have drop downs on the head side. Cool thing about it though is we kind of set it up. It's going to be a 3-horse blueprint, but we turned it into a stock trailer. And I'll show you guys in a minute. We turned it into a slant wall versus straight wall on a stock trailer. And there's a couple benefits I think to that, especially if you're going to be hauling a little bit of cows and a little bit of horses, but I'll show you guys kind of why I think that here in a second. On this tail wall, again, it is just stock sides. It does not come with plexiglass, but we can always order the plexiglass after the fact, or if you want to custom order a trailer with plexiglass in there, that's always something we can do for you guys. There are 3 tie rings on each side of this trailer. Again, we took a 3-horse trailer and turned it into a stock trailer. So we want to give you guys at least 3 tie rings on each side to give you that versatility where you want to tie your 3 horses. Down low, these are 2 6,000-pound Dexter rubber torsion axles. Again, you're gonna be hauling a little more weight, maybe if you decide to haul some cattle and stuff like that. So with these axles, you're gonna have plenty, capacity to haul your animals going down the road. Again, like we talked about on that spare tire up front, these are steel wheels. We can throw aluminum wheels on these trailers when you order them, or if you got your eye on a set of aluminum wheels maybe at home that you want to install on your trailer, you can always order them with steel, save some money, and then slap your rims on there that you want later. They do have, some simulator hubcap covers. Again, add a little flair to this trailer. And then working our way up, we do have an LED spotlight. Again, like we talked, you're gonna have your saddle rack out, your blanket rack out. You're gonna be saddling your horses right here quick. If you're somewhere in the dark at a trailhead, a rodeo, or a show, somewhere early in the morning, late at night, we want you guys to have enough light to be able to see what you're doing. It helps keep you safe, it helps keep your horses safe. And there's nothing crazier than like when you get somewhere it's dark, you can't see what you're doing, you saddle your horse, you get to the show and realize you maybe, you got a clasp hooked in the wrong spot, your reins are swapped or something like that. By having enough light, you're gonna help avoid those situations. Working our way around the tail side here. So it is a 50-50 split door. Again, you'll notice anywhere a horse can lean, rub, touch, it is gonna be this Vortex lining. It's a really, really cool product. You load a bunch of horses, you load cattle in here, you're going somewhere, their horns are scraping, they're maybe pawing and kicking. It's gonna keep this trailer looking really nice for you guys. Again, it's a 50-50 door setup. The flooring on this trailer, it is a wood floor, but again, they have Vortex lined it with that same coating. So you're gonna take the longevity and the sturdiness of a standard wood floor. They coated it, so it's gonna make it that much more stronger and last that much more longer. And again, by making it a 50-50 rear door with no tack room right here, these mats are gonna be super easy to pull. This trailer is gonna be super easy to clean. You don't have a bunch of funky angles when you're trying to reinstall mats. Inside this trailer, again, you're gonna have stock sides on your head side. I talked a little bit earlier about why I like that we turned this stock trailer into a slant. Typically, you see stock trailer setups and they're gonna be a straight wall right here. The thing I don't like about that is if you're planning on maybe hauling horses and cattle, a lot of the time you'll get a straight wall and you load a horse, they don't have the length in their body to fit in this trailer straight across. So if you're on a straight wall, you're losing about, 2 to 3 feet of this trailer space on a straight wall. So by making it a slant, your horse is gonna be using that slant already, and you're not really losing any space to that trailer, any usable space to that trailer. So that's why I think it's really cool to make a slant wall in a stock combo, especially if you're gonna be hauling maybe both a little bit of horses and cattle. Up top, the roof of this trailer, it is a bowed roof. The reason we put a slight bow in there is to keep the water running off this trailer versus sitting up top and rotting at your seals. A lot of times if you get a flat roof trailer, them seals have just enough lip on them that if it snows, like we have been getting snow here, it rains or something like that, water has nowhere to go and it'll just sit up there and it slowly rots those seals. You're gonna have to reseal that roof more often, or more often than not, you're gonna end up with leaks down the road. Down here we have another LED light in here. If you need to check on your horses and maybe check on your cattle, make sure they're all standing healthy if you're headed somewhere, this light's gonna give you enough light to do so. And it's also gonna give you enough light that if you need to jump up in here while your horses are tied and tie them up, untie them and stuff like that, you're gonna have enough light to keep you and your horses safe. Coming around the head side of this trailer, it's pretty much gonna mirror that tail side. You're gonna have a little more tie out room just because, again, this is the longer side of that slant wall. So you do have your 3 tie outs that you kind of have like on your other side. You're gonna have your spot LED above that as well. Again, giving you some light out here. If for some reason you're parked, this morning you'd have your horses tied on the other side to keep them in the sun. But say you keep your trailer parked and you need to move those horses and keep them in the sun in the afternoon, you'd be on this side. Again, we want you guys to have that light on both sides to give you guys that versatility using these trailers. Again, same steel wheels. We don't have aluminum on one side, steel or the other. If for some reason you wanted to order them half and half, we could do that for you, but I've never seen it done. And again, it's gonna be stock sides. We can always put plexiglass inserts for you. We have guys here that cut them, or you can order it straight from the factory. They'll come installed. They can even put a slick little tray in here to keep all your plexiglass installed. It's a cool little setup. So again, this is a customer order. A customer ordered this unit. He came, walked through what he wanted, sat down, drew it out. He got back a drawing and a spec sheet with exactly what this trailer was gonna be. Ordered it, 12 weeks later, it shows up here. It runs through our shops. We make sure Logan did their job right. We make sure we're doing our job right. The customer shows up, walks around the trailer, makes sure it's exactly what he wanted, and he goes home with a custom built trailer that was built exactly for him. If that's maybe something you guys wanna do, or maybe you're thinking, man, that's a cool trailer we just went through, but I want to change a few things here and then, go ahead and give us a call at 303-684-3400. Again, my name's Tanner at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick. Thanks for tuning in.